Hello, my name is Jack, and my partners are Samantha, Sarah, Christopher, and Amanda. And this is our presentation on the Global Superstore Marketing Campaign. The agenda we will follow today will begin with background overview, and then we'll follow with data description, methods, findings, and recommendations. To start off, for the background overview, the Global Superstore has very high sales levels. However, they have inadequate sales analysis, and because of this, they do not have the market share that they could have. In order to increase the efficiency of their marketing and their company, the customer and product information must be analyzed, in addition to other information. The full information list is as follows, which is order data, shipping information, customer information, product information, and financial information, all of which have a few metrics of their own. Next, we will talk about data description.
So we chose to use Global Superstore's dataset. In this dataset, we can see the details of products and consumers who bought the products all through online orders. The data is from a span of 4 years, January 2011 until January 2015. There's over 51,000 online orders to look at, and there's also 24 columns with different attributes pertaining to the different details on each order. Below there's a little snippet of the data, and it shows how many, each of the columns and everything. Here's just a little bit more detail on the different columns there were. There were 24, and we just split them up into 5 basic categories so you can see what it covers. It covers order data with the order ID, date and priority. There's the shipping information, which includes the shipping date, the shipping mode and cost. There's the customer information, which includes their name, the location, and the market or region and segment they're from. And then there's product information, such as the name of the product and then the category and subcategory. So, for example, if it's in the category of technology and then the exact subcategory, like if it was a phone or a copier. And then there's the financial information, which includes the sales and discount and profit and anything money related in that category.
Next, we will be going through the methods of our analysis. With our methods, we wanted to use a combination of descriptive, predictive, and prescriptive analysis, and we had a couple different methods we put into use. First, we used Tableau to really understand and describe our data set. We compared different variables to be able to manipulate product sales and visualize different trends in our data across categories or regions. To do this, we focused on the current sales, comparing them to different regions, countries, and of course, product categories. Down below, you can specifically see how we were able to show the quantity of products sold and total sales across regions and categories. In this example, you can see for the quantity of products sold, office supplies leads the way across many regions, and furniture and technology follow behind. However, when compared to total sales, you can see furniture and technology lead sales over office supplies in APAC and have similar sales across many other different regions. This is exactly why we use Tableau to see the different trends from not only just the amount of products sold, but for total sales, as they can easily differ. Next, our main method of analysis was our market basket analysis. With this, we performed descriptive analysis to understand the data set further through the buying history of the company's customers. With this analysis, we focused on order ID, product ID, quantity, and sales in the data set. We wanted to truly gain insight into this area of the data. Therefore, we could determine product relationships and which products were frequently bought together. This way, we could put to use our predictive and prescriptive analysis by predicting future customers' buying behavior and then recommend changes to the company. Through these recommended changes, we of course hope that with the current product relationships, we could increase the revenues and the profits of the company. Next, I'll turn it over to Amanda, who will go over our findings.
To begin going over our findings, I first want to discuss the objectives of our analysis. We want to help the global superstore increase revenues by creating effective marketing campaigns that bundle complementary products that appeal to the largest consumer base. As Chris mentioned, we base these bundles off of the market basket analysis performed in RapidMiner to find these more frequently purchased pairs. For the marketing campaign, we want to focus on the 4 largest markets by sales volume when determining where to invest the money for these campaigns that would produce the greatest results. Through Tableau, we determined that the 4 largest markets are the Asian Pacific market, or APAC, the Latin American market, the US market, and finally the EU market. We also decided to narrow down the scope of our market basket analysis to only be based on 2014 order information. This is to stay up to date on what current day consumers are purchasing and which bundles would appeal to them most. Based on our market basket analysis of the 2014 Asian Pacific market, we found that there were 10 different product associations recommended by RapidMiner. Of these 10, there were 4 different product pairs that we believe are strong contenders for marketing campaign bundles. In the 2014 Latin American market, there was only 1 product association found, but we believe that this bundle would also find great success from being marketed as complementary products. In the US market, there were 11 product associations found. Of these, we believe that there were 4 unique pairs that would be great contenders to include in the marketing campaign. And lastly, in the EU market, there were 35 different product associations found. However, we believe only 5 of those are worth including in the campaign. After performing this market basket analysis for these 4 markets, we decided to do a deeper dive into some of the trends across our findings. We did this to get a better gauge of which bundles would be the most successful. Based on the 57 product pairs recommended throughout the different markets, we found that 79% of these bundle recommendations came from the office supplies product category. The only other product category that had recommended associations between 2 products was technology. This made up the other 21%. This leads us to believe that focusing our marketing campaign on the office supply product segment would probably lead to the best results. An additional metric we wanted to take a closer look at is what consumer markets were the most frequent during the year 2014 in each of the different markets. From our analysis in Tableau, we determined that the consumer customer segment is responsible for 51% of the total sales made in the year. This is followed by the corporate customer segment at 30% and the home office customer segment at 19%. From this, we determined that it would be best for us to focus on pushing our marketing campaign to the consumer customer segment.
Overall, based on our analyses, we found that office supplies should be a large focus going forward for production and distribution. When compared with technology, office supplies proved to have an extensively larger global footprint. Although many companies are investing in technology to advance their operation, we've found that many organizations are still choosing to purchase traditional office products. We plan to organize marketing campaigns around this focus to solidify its importance within organizations. We also recommend having a segmented global approach. We have found that different regions have different associated products. Looking into these areas more in depth when making critical buying and supplying decisions will allow for adaptability for our company and allow product development to be consistently evolving. Specifically, we would create 1 to 2 bundle options for our 4 largest markets. These bundling options will be based on associated recommended products and would help maintain control and organization between the markets. We also think this bundling option will be an effective way of establishing historical data for these regions and products, which will assist with future trend analysis and long-term objectives.
After analyzing all of the potential bundles that could be created for each market, we have decided that these 6 would be great choices for the marketing campaigns. In the Asian Pacific market, we wanted to create bundles aimed at the consumer customer base. By bundling Wilson Jones whole reinforcements with Hewlett personal copiers, we could appeal to a base of working individuals or students. We could even rope in hole punchers or binders to really tie everything together and appeal even more to the customers. Also in this market, we could bundle Sanford watercolor markers with Fisker scissors as part of a back-to-school promotion. In the Latin American market, we could create a marketing campaign based around organization by bundling Brother fax machines and Advantis paperclips. We could continue this idea of a campaign based around organization in the US market by bundling the ACO Prestex data binder with the 10X file box. Lastly, there are 2 great bundle options for the EU market. We could appeal again to students with a back-to-school promotion of bundling Sanford Easy Erase highlighters with Sanford watercolor markers. The other bundle option could be more focused on working professionals who are more involved with technology by bundling a Logitech flash drive with an Enermax numeric keypad. We believe that all of these bundles would help increase sales and revenues for the Global Superstore. We would like to take this time to thank you for listening to our presentation. We believe that through this market basket analysis and product bundle recommendations, we will be able to create effective marketing campaigns for the 4 largest markets that will provide value to the Global Superstore by increasing sales and revenues. If you have any questions, please let us know. Thank you again.